Hello. I'm in the middle of clearing out my room um, from my house here, home, not my college dorm, but I've realized I have so many things here. And I'm just like, I'm keeping so many things that I don't really need or don't really use. And so I'm getting rid of stuff, donating stuff. We're gonna have a yard sale. I'm planning that. And I'm realizing that some dreams need to die. It sounds very intense and hopeless almost, but you gotta find a new way. You gotta find a new dream to pursue, or it doesn't even have to be new, but you kind of have to pick. There comes a time where you have to pick. And of course, I want to do everything. I want to continue learning languages. I want to play music. I want to keep drawing. I want to keep making jewelry and things like that. But that might look differently now that I'm older. I have all of these notes and things and old notebooks and homeworks and things like that I plan to revisit someday, and maybe I'll learn something. But I haven't. And I don't know why I keep lying to myself of you're gonna do this when I know I'm not. That doesn't mean I'll never, but I can't rely on these resources anymore because I'm a different person now, and those things that I did, 5 years ago, or some of these things have been here since 10 years ago, and of course that was part of who I am now. That knowledge is in my brain somewhere. I just need to find the right tools to kind of activate it and bring it back to recall. But having that physical, artifact is not going to suddenly, install that knowledge into my mind. Just because I still have it doesn't mean that I'm still getting something out of it. And it's just taking up a lot of space. And it's a lot of clutter because I feel like there's a saying that your room is the representation of your mind, basically. And I feel like I have a lot of stuff that I have to uncover, say goodbye to, and then get rid of because it's taking up too much space physically and mentally. And it's kind of sad that some things will have to be let go, but that's how it is. That doesn't mean that it's, it's not goodbye, it's a see you later. How will this dream reinstantiate itself into my life in a different way? Okay, I want to keep playing music. Okay, well, what instrument am I going to play? How am I going to play it? How am I going to dedicate time to playing? And I want to learn a language. Okay, well, if, having a notebook didn't work, or having a, this workbook, if that didn't work, well, what could I do? Can I watch something in that language? Can I talk to somebody in that language? Well, that helped me learn better. Instead of holding on to these forms of learning and these forms of creating and experiencing that did benefit me when I was 10 or 15 or 17 even, but no longer serve me now. I don't have to keep holding on to them. I think I'm really afraid of losing some connection to myself because I don't have those artifacts of oh, well, who am I if I don't have my things? Well, I don't need any of that. It's sad, I'm gonna go through all my notes and stuff that I have here tucked under my bed, but it's okay. I mean, I'm not who I am based on the things that I have, but on the knowledge and on the knowledge that I have, and nobody can take that away from me, and I'll have to find new ways to really build up that capacity, because I'm sure there are a lot of things that I don't remember how to do, but it's my responsibility now to figure out how I want to continuously become the person that I want to be, and not rely on the past to tell me who I am, but rather be able to create it in the present moment. Anyway, well, I gotta get to it. My room really is a disaster right now. This looks fine, but I'm rearranging everything. It's gonna be a whole process. But I'll see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.